Hey y'all, it's your favorite Southern sweetheart and SC Winn Dixie, creator of Winn Dixie Motorcycle Entertainment and Apparel. For today's episode of Dating in Motorcycle Clubs, we're going to be discussing what it's like to be a single lady in the MC dating these MCs. I have a very special guest today. It is Jen Brew, aka Little Tigger, out of Jacksonville, Florida. You all might know her because she is the founder of the Jacksonville All Female Ride. We're going to get her on the line and we're going to hop right into it. Thanks for joining. Okay, guys, we're going to give Jen a call right now. She should be waiting on us. Get that volume.
Hello.
Hello there, Jen.
Hello.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I'm sorry I had the music playing online.
It's all good. It's all good. We're already recording. What I'm going to get you to do is to say your name and where you're from.
Hi, this is Lil Tigger. I'm from the Georgia, Florida area. I actually live on the borderline.
All right, Little Tigger. I'm so excited to have you as a guest on the show. I absolutely love you. Little Tigger and I met last summer in Memphis, and just this little lady came up to me, and what I liked about her was her confidence. She came up to me like, I know you know who I am. Like, I didn't know who she was, but her just like, the confidence is like, you know, you're supposed to know me. I love that when a woman is like very like alpha female-ish. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So I felt like she was my soulmate, and we met, and she did an impromptu interview for the Pound for Pound episode. I'll link that in there so y'all can take a look at that. But we're going to be discussing a lot of stuff today. We're going to be discussing what it's like being a single lady dating in the MC world. We're going to be discussing the Jacksonville All Female Ride. But Little Tigger, I want you to tell us, when did you first fall in love with the MC and motorcycle culture?
Oh, okay. First, I want to say thank you for having me on. I appreciate that. Back when I was married, that's been so long ago. But he got me into this. Late at night, he's in the garage building bikes. It's like a garage full of guys. Everybody's laughing, having fun, and just doing this, having bike fun. And I was like, I like this. So I wanted to start riding. So he taught me how to ride. And our first bike was a Suzuki, of course. And then I just started riding. So we would ride together a lot. I didn't know, much about riding in groups and the club thing. We just did a lot of solo riding.
Mm-hmm.
And then after the divorce, that was a lot for me. Mentally, physically, financial, just everywhere.
You were married for a long time, so.
Oh my God, a decade. It's so funny because we was gonna renew our vows when we reached 20, and we didn't make it. But it is okay. That is my best friend as of today. So being out there, when I went through the divorce, I wanted to continue to ride.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember him saying, don't go out there. And I'm like, why? And then I started seeing the why.
Yeah.
But I fell in love with the journey, not so much, the journey is what does it. The culture, the riding is what I fell in love with. The speed, going fast, and seeing the different cars and seeing the different roadways.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I fell in love with. And I'm glad I did, because that no one can ever take away from me.
That's absolutely true. So how long have you been riding, Jen?
If we're counting 2020, about 20 years, somewhere up in there, 19. But it's fun.
Yeah. I'm not a rider, but yeah.
I can say, though, the last, I would say 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
I would say the last 5, it's a different type of riding.
Yeah.
The last 5 is what taught me how to go by myself, how to trust myself, and how to gas and go and trust yourself. So that's where I found the motivation to go and don't have to worry about, 10 to 12 people, just gas and go.
Right. So, and we're gonna get into it a little deeper right now. Jen and I, we've been talking on the phone, and I keep calling her Jen, but that's her name. But Lil Tigger and I, we've been talking
Call
on
me Jen.
we've been talking on the phone and getting to know each other a little bit better. And she's so relatable for me, and I feel like I'm comfortable asking her for advice. But you are single right now, right? And you are embracing being single. Tell us what it's like being single out here dating. I know you might not be dating per se, but you have dated in the past. Tell us a little bit about your
Yeah.
dating life when it comes to MC culture.
Okay. Ooh, that's a deep topic. So yes, I am single. And that's by choice. Learning to, like you say, just love Jen.
Mm-hmm.
Learning how to understand who I am as a young lady. It's hard as a woman. We think that we know ourselves, but when you start going through life situations and dealing with different people, you start learning things about yourself that you never knew. So I'm really taking this time to build an empire for myself as a
Mm-hmm.
woman, financially, mentally, emotionally, just being strong so I can see better.
Mm-hmm.
Dating on the set, that's a whole topic in itself. It's the good thing about being single is you can flirt.
Yes.
Flirting is fun.
Flirting is fun.
Flirting is definitely fun. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, there's some guys out here that's just super sexy as hell. So not for real. But anyway, but you're okay to just I would call it eye candy.
Yeah.
You're okay to see without destroying or touching or messing with.
Mm-hmm.
But also you have to be careful in this culture because it is very when you're fresh meat or you're single meat, you can be ate up by the wolves. So you also have to be careful out here. I did experience dating one time in the MC culture, but for me, I would just prefer not to date at this time. Maybe later, but not now.
Mm-hmm.
So in this culture here, if you're going to date, I would say, a lot of times people like to say, oh, don't nobody need to know your business. They don't have to be on social media, which it doesn't. But the hiding thing, I can't do.
Yeah.
So with the motorcycle culture, you have a lot of people that want to play. They want to play the role as don't want everybody in their business. But reality, you just don't want to show who you're with. So I'm not saying that you have to go out there and be lovey-dovey and kissing and holding hands and in his face every 5 minutes because a man needs his man time.
Yeah.
That's where he's able to discover himself. But if I come up to you and hug you and kiss you and talk to you, and we got to play the game for your fans, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, true.
I'm
Okay,
grown.
because let me just say this. I'm a true believer in building a solid foundation before you go public with your relationship.
Correct.
And that's as to social media. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
But like in person, like, yeah, like if you can't go up to that person and talk to them in person and y'all are in or dating in a relationship, I know there's secret relationships and there's secrets for a reason. But if you're like on a real level dating and dealing with a dude, if you can't go up to him in public and talk to him around his brothers and your sisters, something's wrong with that. Yeah, you might want to reevaluate it unless this is something that's understood between the two of you, because I know that there are different circumstances when it comes to dating. Me and
No, you said something before I lose it that was very valuable. You stated making sure you have a solid foundation before going on social media. A lot of times I see as women, we're so, and I'm not saying this against my women because of course I'm a woman too, but we got to slow down. I know we're excited that we have a better half. I know we're happy that he's in our life. I get it because that's joy. I'm happy too. Anybody married, got a boyfriend, you got a solid foundation. I'm so happy for you all because trust me, I know mine is coming. However, we get boyfriends or we get boo things and then we're posting, and then the next 30 days he's gone, now you posting a new one, and the next 30 days he's gone, now you posting a new one. And what we don't realize as women is that's not a good look. It's not a good look on us. So sometimes when you have a prize, just keep the prize to yourself.
yeah,
Keep the prize to yourself until you know solid, which sometimes you don't know to years.
true that. True that.
I'm just being real. You don't. It feels good at first, but what we have to realize is women is dating on the set is that everything feels good at first because it's new.
It's the honeymoon stage. I talk about it in depth. It's the honeymoon stage. Everything feels good when it's brand new.
Just
that wears off. Yeah.
Right. So you want to just make sure here on the set that we're careful so we're not making a name for ourselves. Believe it or not, men talk all day long.
Men talk more than women. Let's just be real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They like, man, I hit that. You hit that too. Oh yeah, she easy. Oh okay, I'm gonna hit her. And that's the brotherhood.
Yeah.
Some of it. I ain't gonna say all of it. Let me correct that because I know 1,000 people gonna watch this video. So brotherhood, genuine brotherhood and real brotherhood. Of course, you don't play your brother like that. Let me say that. But what I am saying for those that understand where I'm coming from, men that are single and men that are doing a thing, if they know they can get a free pork chop, they're gonna get a pork chop to everybody with the gravy on it.
Right.
So it's up to us as women on the set to say, you know what, nah, it's good. We can flirt, we can laugh, we can exchange numbers, but we ain't gonna be letting everybody get the good.
Right. That's very important. Don't be just giving it out to everybody. Don't be easy. Just don't be easy.
That's right.
And another thing I think is important being single is just embrace being single. So many of us feel like we're supposed to be in a relationship and we get really down on ourselves for not being in a relationship. And our whole concentration is the lack of being in a relationship. And when you concentrate on what you don't have, you get more of what you don't have. You have to be whole as an individual. You have to understand that I'm okay by myself. I am whole as I am. And when you get into that loving yourself and loving being single and loving being who you are, that's when love's going to come in. That's when you're ready.
And it does take time.
It does take time.
It takes a lot of time to get to where you are with that, I have to say, because going through my divorce, I had this big old game plan in my head. I'm like, okay, kid's gonna be out the emptiness. I'm gonna remarry. Me and my boo thing gonna be out here. He's gonna ride his motorcycle. He's gonna be my backbone. You know, in my head, I had all this, you know, and that's not what God had in store for me, right? Yeah. So instead of me getting down, or instead of me feeling like, well, down, this, because sometimes it do get, you know, it get hard out here being by yourself, not having that other real and not having that guidance. But at the same time, it's a time to rebuild yourself. Like now, I'm headed out to eat. I'm okay with taking myself to dinner. I'm okay with taking myself shopping. I'm okay with saying, Jennifer, you're beautiful today. So we have to learn as women to be so confident in ourselves.
Hey, I lost you for a minute. I know it's storming really, really bad here in Tennessee, but I don't know if that had anything to do with it. But you were on the verge of giving us some really, really great insight. So continue.
I'm not sure where we cut off at, but I just was saying that, you know, as women, it's okay to be strong and confident. Mm-hmm. I know back in the day, and it's so funny how the world is, because back in the day when you wanted to try to be strong, people will be so quick to say, oh, she acting like she all of that, or she acting like this, or she acting like that. But in the society that we in, it's very important that we have self-confidence and know who we are very strongly. It's required, because if not, that's where you get low self-esteem, self-identity. You need improvement for all your friends. You need to know, does he approve you? You know, but if you know that you are already the woman that God called you to be, mm-hmm. and you are powerful, then you live in that place.
Absolutely.
And then everything else will grow around you. So, as far as dating on the set, again, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Mm-hmm. It needs to be an understanding. So if I'm dating on the set, we both know we on the set. We both know what's out here. At the end of the day, it's simply willpower. If you know you got an old lady and she take care of home, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. You know, we don't have to babysit grown men. One thing I learned about men, they know exactly what they want.
Absolutely.
They don't guess. They know what they want.
And we cannot make it too easy for these guys, because I feel like, when I'm not bashing men, I love men. I probably have more male friends.
I hope you do love them.
That I do. I have more male friends than I do female friends, but I really, really value my relationship with my female friends. But coming from their perspective, we often make it easy. And just because you're on a bike doesn't mean that you have a solid gold prick. Right. Do you know what I mean? Like, You gotta make
Right.
them.
And I think sometimes too, though. I think sometimes with that, guys, some of them are private, and I do understand that. My ex-husband was private.
Yeah.
He's not a guy. He don't like social media. He don't like. He's very low key.
Yeah.
So I had to bring myself down to him to be low, a little low key. Even though I love people and all that, I have to bring myself to a meeting place and understand him. So there's a difference between being low key and being secretive. But then a lot of men I see on the set, unfortunately, some women are very petty and catty. So he don't even want to deal with the drama. It's not so much he don't want people to know. He just don't feel like all the foolishness that come with it.
Right.
Why you looking at her? Why you spoke to her? Why you hugged her? Why you... Lord.
And
so
we...
it has to be a balance. And
yeah, it's got to be a balance.
With us as women,
yeah,
knowing who we are.
Yeah. And that comes with a lot of insecurities when you're like, don't look at her, don't touch her, don't hug her, don't... Listen, dude, relax, okay? And I can look at the old me. I'm changing every second, and give myself advice. In the past, me and Jen were talking the other day, and I was like, I feel like I've grown so much in the last 2 years, and we don't have to discuss age or anything like that, but she's a little bit older than me, and so I'm like,
girl, I can say it because I'm so proud of my age. I am 45. Let me say that.
Okay.
My birthday is February the 2nd. I will be 46.
45 and fine. Yes, 45 and fine.
Okay.
And I'm
loving it.
Yes. And I'm 37, so I was like, I was thinking like, okay, I'm getting older, I'm getting more mature, I'm getting to know who I am, and then I look at women that are older than me that are like getting caught up in situations that I got caught up in like years ago, and I'm like, well, maybe it's not a thing that comes with age. And it's not. Like, that's what me and her like agreed upon. It's like, it's not a thing that comes with age. It's a certain wisdom that you gain, and it's so important to gain it. Yeah
Right. It's a level of wisdom that we gain, and then also as women, we have to get to a place where we're tired of getting hurt.
Yeah.
We go through these situations, but then we recycle the same type of guy or the same type of energy. But it's because we have not completed or healed that area in our life that needs to be healed. So once you heal that and close that, now you're filtering a different type of man. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you're setting a new standard. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, you got to be able to identify, like, okay, I know I'm at a place where I'm at with finances and vision, and it's plenty of men out here. It's a billion.
Yeah.
But it's only a few that can line up with where you're trying to go. Right.
And I've been a side chick before.
Oh yeah, me too.
Okay, so we know what it. We've lived it. We understand it. We kind of got to go on a different path. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is for all my ladies out there. It's difficult sometimes when you feel like you're alone, and I get it. So we choose to settle, right?
Yeah. And most of us, I know for me, I can't answer for anybody else. I didn't know I was a side chick until after the fact. And that was like maybe 5 months in, and a lot of people questioned me. They was like, "Oh, you didn't know? You didn't see the signs?" Well, coming out of my divorce, I learned to allow a man to be a man, which means I'm not going to run behind you. I'm not going to ask where you at, what you doing, why you didn't call, whoa. I was going to change all of that, right? So by me changing all of that, I guess I missed it, because I was just living, whatever you say, it is what it is. But it's okay. I have forgiven, that person. It's okay. It's life, But if we decide to settle for whatever we want to settle for, that's everybody's individual journey, and that's their individual issue. That's totally up to them. But for me, from living at a place of low self-esteem at one point, I cannot go back, period.
Absolutely. I love that, and I really, really feel that on a deep level. So, like I was telling you guys in the beginning, Lil Tigger is the founder of the All Female Jacksonville Ride, and it happens every April in Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh, all right. So on Friday, actually this year, we're going to jump off and start out with just eating crabs on Thursday.
Tell us the date. Say the date.
Okay, I sure will. And Yes, ma'am. And the reason why I did that real quick is because so that we can fellowship more and just kind of sit down and talk. So that's going to be the first weekend in April. So it's going to be the April 3rd through the 5th.
Okay.
And that's actually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the Thursday is on the 2nd.
Okay.
And it's the All Female Ride again, Jacksonville, Florida, 2 Wheels Together. And it all started a few years ago with me and some young ladies riding to Orlando just to break bread. At that time, I was in the club, and we just wanted to ride and fellowship and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And so it just kept growing and growing and growing. So I never knew that it would be this many. I really didn't. So it is fun. Like I say, Fridays the meet and greet. Everybody pick up patches and t-shirt fellowship. And then on Saturday, we meet at Harley Davidson in the morning, Jacksonville, Florida, off of Bay Meadows Boulevard. And that's where we have a few announcements and things like that. And then we go on the ride. Now, the ride is escorted by the police, JSO.
Excellent.
It's about 18 officers, if I had to be 18 to 20. It's a whole lot. They're on bikes, they're on cars. They take us all around Jackson. It's about an hour ride.
Okay.
You never put your feet down. It's just a beautiful ride. Every year they do a different route. A lot of people ask me, well, how come you don't take the ride outside of Jacksonville? But what I try to explain to people is that why would I take a ride to an unknown territory?
Mm-hmm.
We have to be mindful when we're doing events and doing things. If you know your land, then you build in your land.
Right.
I'm not going to take these ladies somewhere else not knowing the land.
Mm-hmm.
So after the ride, we do a luncheon. At the luncheon this year, we all doing something totally different. Normally, we have different guest speakers, and we just do a luncheon type format. Food is catered. This time, we're going to do like an open forum. I want to make sure that no female leaves Jacksonville with a question unanswered.
Ooh.
So we're just going to do a lot of fellowshipping, new riders, old riders, starters, whoever, old heads, young heads, whatever. We're just there to love on each other and learn how to do the biker culture better. There's a lot of women that I learned from, and I would never forget these ladies. I always mention them because I feel as people, we tend to forget where we come from.
Say that.
But these ladies led the way, paved the way, and I still follow them to this day because to me, they mean so much to me. They gave me the strength to say, Jennifer, you can get out there and do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have guys, too, that I follow that they're just amazing to me.
Mm-hmm. So are men invited?
I can.
Are men invited as well?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes, ma'am. So men come, of course, but there's a lot of men. A lot, and I appreciate the support. They're not just, our men say, oh yeah, they're coming just because women there. But I truly have a lot of men supporters that support the vision. They support what we're doing. It's something positive. It's not always about the party. It's about the pull-up, and the pull-up is on your motorcycle. So that's what we're trying to get everybody to just all the rides. It's not just my ride. There's many rides all around the country. So we just want women to get aboard and ride. I think if we do more riding, it'll kill the drama. It'll kill the BS. It'll kill all of that other stuff. You'll still have people that's petty because petty-minded people live in petty places. but people that want to ride and learn and just live, those are the people you'll see.
Yes.
And so the mayor of Jacksonville, and I thank Beverly because she did all the work. I so appreciate her. So there is a proclamation now for the Jacksonville Ride, and that's been up for about 2 years now. So it is a ride that is recognized now by the city, and I feel that is an accomplishment.
That's a huge accomplishment. Great job. Great job.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
So the dates of the Jacksonville All Female Ride are April 3rd through the 5th, but on the 2nd, they're going to do a go out to eat at a crab restaurant to fellowship.
Yeah, we are. We did that last year. It was
Okay.
so fun to fellowship. So we're just going to do more fellowship. That's all. Just fellowship.
All right, cool. Excellent. And then there's a meet and greet, and then the actual ride is on which day? Saturday? That Saturday?
Saturday morning, yeah. We will have vendors. There's going to be a lot of vendors out there, a lot of people coming. It's an awesome event. It's an awesome time. A lot of fellowship, meet a lot of people. It's just fun. I mean, there's no way to even explain it any better. It's just a way to fellowship and have fun. So.
All right, Jen, I'm so appreciative of you coming on doing the show. Is there anybody that you want to shout out before you get up out of here, or is there anything that you want to say?
I get to shout out people.
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, so I have to shout out my girl T-Cat and Dirty Bird out of Texas. That's my girl. I have to shout out Sunshine Rogers for just doing what she does. Dawn, she ride hard. Oh my goodness, curves. She's doing the bestie ride. She has the International Female Ride Day. I got to shout out Portia Taylor, Black Girls Ride out of Cali. She's doing her thing. Oh, let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. I always have to mention Suicide because I feel that she's a person that led the way for me as well. Oh, let's see. It's so many people. I don't want to miss anybody. But I just salute all the female that's out here ground pounding. Oh, Justice out of Harley Angels out of ATL.
Love Justice. Love me some Justice.
Oh, my God. Hey, I'm telling you, I have a book of people. I have D, Mama D. There's so many women.
She's out of New Mexico. Shout out to Mama D.
Yes. All the ladies who's getting the 40,000 patch. Everybody who is out here who are ground pounding, I salute you. I support you. I appreciate what we're doing as a culture together. Hats off to Breed. I love Breed. They guide me. They teach me. That's my club that they won't let me join, but I love them. Shout out to Kings of the South. Shout out to Marcel. Oh, my God. Get Yonder. Stephanie and DJ Dirty. There's just so many people that I can shout out that I truly follow on social media that I think that are moving this thing to a place where we need to go.
Absolutely.
So that's what we're doing.
Well, I want to thank you for being a part of my show. I want to tell you I'm so grateful for women like you that are being single, being strong and being single, and living your life and not waiting on someone to complete you, but completing yourself. And I wish you the best. Right. I wish you the best in your journey.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And we'll see each other soon.
Oh, definitely. I'll definitely see you on the road.
All right. I'll see you out there.
You're welcome. Wait, I got to shout out Most Wanted.
Who?
Love you, girl. Most Wanted. I cannot forget my girl Most Wanted.
Shout out to Most Wanted. We'll throw it up on the screen.
And my committee. Please do. I don't want to forget my committee because these ladies make it happen.
Absolutely.
And I never want to forget them. Yes. All right. I appreciate you having me.
Thanks, Lil Tigger. Take it easy.
All right. You too.
Alrighty. Bye-bye. Okay, guys, so I want all of my female riders and male riders, if you are available and free, April 3rd through the 5th, to join Little Tigger on her all-female ride in Jacksonville. It's getting bigger and bigger every year, so we want to support her in that. I want to thank you all so much for joining for this episode tonight. Dating in motorcycle clubs, all the single ladies. We had some great messages. I hope that if you are single, that you are inspired to be okay in your oneness and understand that you are whole all by yourself. I'm going to wrap it up, and as I wrap it up, I want to encourage you all to wrap it up as well. Make sure you are practicing safe sex. I want to wish you all the sweetest of the dreams. Good night.